everybody! If you celebrate it, happy Turkey Day, and if you don't, happy Thursday. Or Friday, depending on where you live. Depends on where you live. Today, I thought we would do something different. So we're gonna play I Love You, Colonel Sanders, because, you know, turkey, chicken, they're close enough to the same thing, right? They're close enough to the same. I mean, we didn't eat turkey for dinner, we ate chicken. So I thought it was fitting. I thought it was fitting. Hello, right on the hat. Yeah, you like my hat? It's a good hat. I thought it was a good hat. It embodies turkeys. Turkey. Yes, this is very nice. Anyways, I've never played this game before, and I actually don't know anything about it other than it was free and it's a dating sim, so therefore it must be great. Right? As always though, if it's too quiet, let me know and I will adjust it. It is hard to know because the intro, when it plays the intro video when I start the game up, is fucking loud. Actually, I might need to... That might make it fit better. There we go. I think that makes my hat fit better. Oh no. Oh, there we go. There we go. Anyways, let's go ahead and just get it started. I'm gonna assume this is a short game because... Well, because... Sanders is okay looking. And I'm kind of disturbed by the a finger looking good. I don't know why continue is an option. I have... Oh, no it's not. I thought it said continue, new game, new game. I didn't see load game. Anyways, new game. Tell us your name. My name is Ever. I will say though, this is making me want KFC. He's okay. He's okay looking. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Oh my god, that's annoying. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever. Fuck that. You slept through the school year and gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. Game over. Wait, what happens if I do I give up? Here we go, what's next? Oh no. I might have to adjust this. Oh. Yeah, I had to turn that way down. So I got to have it blasting in my ears. But hey, that's one way to make it so that I get to see the cutscene, right? Let's try this again! Obviously, laziness is not how you win this game. So we've already read this part, blah blah blah. Smack that clock! Up and at 'em. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. Honestly, I almost want to keep doing everything that's going to be the wrong answer to see if it'll game over. I mean, how long can this actually be, right? So I'm gonna let myself daydream a bit. Just because. It's here, finally! Your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. Grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. Mmm, delicious. Just what you needed to wake up those taste buds. Yikes. You're in such a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. Okay, she's kinda cute. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Ever. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Oh, she's crying. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. I should give her a voice, huh? Oh well, it's fine. No. Now I'm thinking about it. But with University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer she got so nervous about her first kiss that she tipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Oh. Did you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Change the subject to school gossip. It's quite hard to see Miriam like this, and frankly, quite exhausting. Rather than dwell on her anxiety, you try to change the subject to something more interesting. All summer, you've been hearing rumors about a dreamy, enigmatic mystery student who's enrolled at this school. Yeah, that's a little worrisome, but you'll be fine. Now what about this mystery student we read about on the school message board? Any new deets? I don't like the word deets. Is that weird? Oh, get this! I heard his name is Harland, and he's no ordinary student. They say he has powers! He's had them ever since he was born, from an egg! An egg? Like a chicken? Don't be ridiculous. But that thing about having powers, it would line up with some of the other rumors I've heard. Like, I heard he once fought a bear with just his smile. Hey, Thunderbird. You both sigh, thinking about a student so handsome that the laws of physics don't dare apply to him. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! Oh fuck, not another girl. I don't know. I don't have another girl's voice. It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Damn it. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Ever's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact... Hey, Sharkville! You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van Van the Man-Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Ahem, Van Van? Damn it, this dude, I don't like him either. What is with these people? You rang. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. Dude, he doesn't even have a full What the fuck? I can't believe that University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us their diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam.
Shh. See you later, losers.
As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. Who the fuck is Pop? Who's Pop?
I love you.
I think you mean thank you?
My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old.
Could someone like this be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down? That makes sense. Hi, Pop. I'm Ever, so... Are you gonna make me hold this door all day?
No.
And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you.
Is it just me, or is he kinda cute?
I think it's just you. Yeah, it's just her. It's just Miriam. I like Miriam already. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. Scruffy-looking Pooch takes his place at a podium at the front of class. Adorable. Oh my god, his name is Sprinkles! What kind of voice would a dog have? Duffy, what the hell? Apologies. Taking an allergy pill. With some delicious apple cider. And then later, I'll have adulterated cider. Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's the menu button. I was supposed to be thinking of a voice for the dog the whole time, and I couldn't think of one. I'm gonna... I apologize.
Now, quiet down, everyone.
Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class?
You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof!
What? A cute dog is a professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I couldn't think of a voice! Oh, I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then he walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. Shit, I'm gonna need a voice for him too. I should have saved the squeaky voice! It's him! It's...
If it isn't my favorite student, Harland.
Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. Fucking... A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to beat across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be sweaty, sweats a lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before Fawcett Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your really weird insults? You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. I already forgot what I did for him. Boy, howdy. This classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. Please, use my handkerchief. I've never seen any of this game, so this is fucking great for me. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. About how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? How will you respond? Just take the fucking handkerchief. You stretch out your hand, and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful, you hesitate to press it to your face. But when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has his natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules.
Welcome to the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when it's all said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena.
Just then another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. How blank he looks. He looks so flat compared to everybody else. Aw, poor guy. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss...
Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my third year in the school with you as my teacher.
Everyone stares at him blankly.
Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels.
You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, look at his little face! Oh.
Oh, Clank, you rascal.
Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When it gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff.
Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself.
You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try to butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But what kind? Why the hell do I have treats in my pocket? I would give him chicken. This is the chicken game after all. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite.
Well, well, well. I think there might be some competition for new star student.
The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hands slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times.
Settle down, young chefs. Take your seat and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation.
As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain.
Hey, Ever, there's still a seat here.
It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me, if you're interested. Oh shit, we gotta sit by a Colonel. We gotta sit by the Colonel! 2 good options, but which will you choose? You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought notebooks, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me the seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can, and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you're settled into the seat, the professor makes an announcement.
Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz.
Yay, a pop quiz about me?
This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for a life at culinary school. Keep your knife sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1.
Oh.
If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking?
What the fuck is this question though? I like it. It's extremely looking at you, Pop. I'm assuming that Sprinkles.
That's right. Forest is to tree as chicken is to
night vision goggles. Chicken is to night vision goggles. I like that. But we're doing this right. We're doing this right. We gotta be smart. We gotta impress the Colonel.
What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created?
I like a meat tenderizer, honestly. Have you ever tried eating with one? It's absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Fork.
What food is best for a broken heart?
Camel meat? What? Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt? Okay, good, good.
Is Sprinkles a good boy?
He's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He is the best boy. Your total score is perfect. 5 out of 5. Sporks fucking suck ass.
Wow, be honest, did you cheat?
I'm assuming that is Sprinkles talking, so I had to say it. You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot diggity, Ever. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance.
May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch!
That is actually a very important announcement. Wow. This cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. I'm concerned about what kind of restaurant they've eaten at, because eating at row tables like this at a restaurant, that's great. It makes sense that at a school dedicated to cooking, there would also... It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters.
Do you smell that? It must be our lunch. It smells crazy good.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch?
No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness.
You see, I was... Imagine it sure is a Kentucky Fried Thanksgiving. Hey, Eclipse! Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement.
Hey, I was...
It's about lunch. Everyone cheers.
Right.
Shh! Lunch! She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. What the heck are you playing? I'm playing, I Love You, Colonel Sanders. I had to think of what it's called. A fucking... We're trying to date Colonel Sanders, yo! Because, you know, it's Turkey Day and chicken and turkey. It's a finger... Yeah, oh god, that part bothers me that it says that. It's a finger-licking good dating sim. Chicken boy, like, lick the fingers. No! No, it bothers... It really weirds me out that it does say finger looking good. Lick the fingers! No!
That must be the smell I smelled.
Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this... Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket over his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. We've already game overed once. If I have to game over again because it makes me lick fingers, I will. Have fun cleaning up! The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What, you think we want your stupid recipe, dude? Pshaw, nah, my dude, nah. I'm just, crafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what Zinger Ashley is prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like, writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of true gentlemen could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and, oh my god, sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realized that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. What if his fingers taste like chicken? No, fuck off! Oh, please. Well, Van the Man, if you don't want any, I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify it. We don't really need to identify everything. Savor the moment and everything it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart, mate. Swim toward the light? Ah! We should probably avoid going to the light, honestly. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on time. What? You try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Okay, he's growing on me. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. Oh, he does not look happy about that. Look at that face. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie. I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one, but you can't tell. I use something my great-grandmother taught me. Woman, wow! You'd have never guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you'd search. While you wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders standing outside in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school building. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say, the biggest. I will leave my mark on the school. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Beg him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea. To add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest. I want to be modest. I want to be modest but thoughtful. Because he doesn't seem to be necessarily into negging, or I wouldn't be. And he clearly put a lot of work into his stuff. He doesn't need enough spice. Oh, we got hearts. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salt, savory, and peppery? Perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Ever. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. Imagine having a class in a room like this. That would be kind of cool. Like, I've had a room, I've had cooking classes in my community college. I did some. And it was a long counter, and it did have 2 ovens on each side. So 2 ovens, then you go to the other side and 2 ovens. But I don't think there was, I don't know if there was stovetops. I don't remember that. Yeah. So there was what, 1, 2. Or it was at least 12 ovens in that room. That room got really hot when we were cooking. Did I just get distracted? Yes. Yes, I did. We had stovetops. Yeah, I don't think... We had some, but I don't know that every single setup had it. Might have been like they were along the walls or something. Because the ovens were all in rows down the middle. And I feel like we had the whole top to work on, so I think the stoves were separate. But we had those really big mixers, which was great. Okay, not as big as the one I had in the bakery I worked in. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lessons will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need.
Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it?
You're not gonna blow anything. Except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're gonna earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations.
Welcome, students, to the cooking arena! For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off!
Oh no, I feel so bad for Miriam! Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Oh, she's crying now! Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2, that is? Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Sure, Ever. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner.
Beep boop. Oh my. 2 potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose.
It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? She thought Pop was kind of cute though, so pair her with Pop, even though I like Clank. I like Clank. Sorry, Clank, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Pop today. Pop gives a big smile as he steps up to the same station as Miriam. Oh, I feel bad for Clank.
I'm a chef.
He holds up a banana and without peeling it, proudly eats the entire thing. It's disconcerting, but Miriam is too kind to act grossed out. She looks grossed out.
I love your enthusiasm, Pop.
She looks at you like, really? This kid? But it's too late to change your choice now. Oh, I feel bad. She said he was cute, so I thought I was doing her a favor if I didn't know the kid ate bananas whole like that. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork.
Alright, you 2. For today's lesson, we're gonna keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea.
Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Ooh! Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy, and you don't even need to cook it. That's not really cooking then, is it? Using octopus will blow his mind. No. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Ooh. Well, that one sounds like it goes with chicken. Oh yay, look at that, hearts. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please. Let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. I got a little embarrassed. I got a little embarrassed for some reason. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners, mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business. And you better keep your fingers off of my man. Did someone call for me? No, geez, Van Van. While I'm over here crushing Ever's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. This music is so dramatic. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Ever was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we can cast complementary shadows? We fit together. Like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. I mean, we can't really go to Miriam. We just kind of fucked her over more than one way. We didn't accept being her partner. And we gave her a shit partner. So we're turning to Colonel. I'm here to learn and to express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders and Colonel Sanders chose me, isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements from contracts to handshakes. I took on Ever as my partner for this activity and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Ever's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaving you feel proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. Wait. Why does she have... Why are there chicken thighs between her legs? Why does she got chicken thighs there? Huh? I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth, brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out, grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand, holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. Damn. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. But when you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity?
Hold on right there, Ever. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat from wherever it lands.
And I has potatoes face? Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. What the mashed potatoes, gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce. I'm changing his voice again. Plated on my battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestor. That voice worked for him. That voice worked. I know they aren't that different, but...
You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have first bite, and you will all look on with envy.
The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate.
No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic.
Too late. It's been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him!
Everyone step back! Don't take another bite!
When you look at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. Hey, Zaku. The glass bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds.
sure the professor is here making enough money.
Hello? Jeff's turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home.
What? Like for real? Oh, come on.
You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today? Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him, in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Sever? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights. Like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey! No, you... Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that! That hair is fabulous. You know, I didn't realize that his hair made a star. I swear to God. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. What the fuck? The Spork Monster's here to fight a hero? What the fuck? I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting my guard down and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. I've never seen JoJo. The only thing from JoJo I've seen is a fighting game, and a girl's went choo and they stabbed another guy. That was it. Wait, what the fuck is that emote? Oh, it's a chocobo! I thought it was like a hand grabbing something else. Like it was doing like, had the hole in the middle, so like an okay almost. It was grabbing something and trying to pull it. That makes more sense that it's a chocobo. I don't have... Be afraid, be very afraid of me, because I'm a monster, see? Is his rhyme... What? I'm gonna say his. Is his rhyming on purpose, or is it just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! What will you do? Attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Yes, I'm using Cook with Love. Cook with Love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. gonna attack again. You decide to go on the attack. It worked last time, right? Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? I feel like I should defend. I'm gonna defend. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. You hold your head between your hands and mutter, "This is not happening. This is not happening." Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses Tilitensel. You take 2 damage from the attack. You take much more damage. You're not going to survive the battle. I did 1 damage. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded Edge. Damn it, this fucking fight! What the hell is this shit? World of Final Fantasy and Strange Monsters? This is dating KFC. We're not playing Poke World Fantasy. Although this shit does look like this shit from it. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot Pie Power Pinch! Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated! You saved me. And your Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Spare this wretched beast. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I don't remember his voice. I got too into narrating the fight. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back like you said. The Spork Monster scurries off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chick on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Orko. Prison the monster and use it as your own? Fan must be stopped. Fan is not a big deal. He's already killed the student. He's already being watched heavily. He is of no concern to us. He's also not interested in the Colonel. So it's fine. Poke World Fantasy World. Pokeworlantasy World. Okay. I can say that. I can say that! Sanders too pure. Sanders didn't decide to save him. I saved him. I'm pure. Fuck Sanders. Actually, that's kind of the goal of the game, isn't it? Orko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. Oh. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you would have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly. Good night. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. I liked it. I like it. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own.
Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Pop.
Like him? Like?
I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders enlisted in the army when he was only 3? Not only that, but he founded a special unit of super soldiers who all wear the same hats just because he put a hat on one time and thought it looked cool.
But Colonel Sanders doesn't even wear a hat. He wears a ribbon tie. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow, this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders.
You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now?
Definitely connected yesterday.
Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess?
Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did you tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up.
A secret ingredient?
Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So, this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. Else bitch.
He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper preparer dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own.
Please, Miriam, don't tell me.
So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted.
I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here.
Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices.
Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone.
Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders.
What do you think? I'm gonna protect his secret. I can't ruin my chance with him, even if she is my best friend. The secret's a secret. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... Use Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do?
Eye of Newt? Wow.
Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Oh, do we want to stand back and admire his majestic glory or run to him? Oh. Run to him? That's what I was thinking. That's what I'm thinking, yeah. You decide that the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders are would be to run to him. Surely he'll sweep you up onto the back of his stallion and you'll ride away together. That'll show her good. Oh, Colonel, my Colonel! However, your sudden movement surprised the horse, and it rears up, kicking you directly in the face. To my knowledge, it wouldn't. The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision.
Oh, Ever, I'm here to deliver you a message.
Not this guy.
It is important that you remember this exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end, so you know it's serious. I've been trapped in a realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. And that name is...
But before he can continue, you suddenly awake. Yeah, that's the fucking kid Van killed. Nobody knows who he is, and he says this is his 3rd year here.
Ah, jeez.
You awake to find Colonel Sanders tending to you. But that's my friend. Okay. He roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spices. Or is that just his natural seasoned musk? Compliment the craftsmanship of his shoe. I think going for a kiss is a little too much at this point. We're still working up to it. Maybe he shouldn't be riding a horse to school, and maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals you don't know. It's hard to say who is in the wrong here. But one thing is for sure, that Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. That horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face. That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. What is with... I love this game though. This game is fucking amazing. When you enter the classroom, you can see your 2 rivals, Ashley and Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad? You try and get a peek over Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? I actually like that. Make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey. That one's clever. That one's clever. I'm gonna act like I'm not interested in trying to get closer. Whoa, she's hot. Sorry, you're on her. She's a bitch! She's a two-faced bitch! You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ain't you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary schools. It takes creativity, it takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at it whilst they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's time for class. Clink must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts! You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language. Not even from a stand mixer. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. The face! Oh! Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? Got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog.
Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn.
Rub his furry dog belly, he loves it. Sprinkles stops in his tracks and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's the scent left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face. Down, boy, down, off toppin'. The command shouted by Colonel Sanders has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. Wonder what's up with that.
Sorry, I got a little carried away.
After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom.
Without further ado, we'll reveal the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken!
You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly you do.
Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name.
But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you.
Well, ever?
Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? I feel like this is a trick. I think I'm gonna eat the pepper. Yeah, I'm leaning towards the pepper. I want to do water, but that sounds too bland. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally, you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. Feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend, oh. This guy again?
I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is...
Sorry, I think I still got some spice stuck in my throat.
It's fine, I'll work through... to fulfill... the prophecy... You must...
You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness.
Aw, man!
I won't lie, I was able to actually cough there because his voice, like, scratches my throat just enough that it was like, oh, this actually feels really good. I can just cough right there. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. Oh no, I fucked up!
That pepper is the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever.
You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention.
We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday. Come on, it's time for lunch.
Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. This day, we just made too many wrong choices, all today. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the chart. Demand they stop wasting everyone's time. Kokogeki time. If you ate the biscuit, he'd be pissed off you stole a snack. I should have done the water. I should have done the water. Is everything a competition with you two? Yeah? Yes. Well, not with me. I'm on a personal journey. To learn to love? To learn to love? Sure, why not? But definitely not to constantly battle. Yeah, stop getting your genres crossed. Don't you have some portable monsters to capture or something? I need to eat if I'm going to be able to have the energy to sustain my education and pursue my dreams of being a master chef. How are any of us supposed to get anywhere if we're constantly fending off challenges from every know-it-all with an apron? Besides, I already brought my own lunch. Ever, you should have it. It'll give you the energy you need to succeed. Miriam reaches out and presents a gift to you. Oh. My special grilled cheese and tomato soup with chocolate milk to wash it down, and a tartlet for dessert. It only takes you about 5 seconds to eat Miriam's tiny food, but it's just what you needed for motivation. You know what? I've learned enough for today. Let's battle! Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness.
Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court.
Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief.
At least not until we turn on the timer!
Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready."
That's what I'm talking about.
Arr! I stand corrected. If it's a battle you want, it's a battle you'll get. My bestie can best the best of them. Best believe it. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure. Now's my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast, if the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does water boil at? It's Celsius, okay. What were you thinking, Ever? Get your head in the game! I got thrown off because it had both of them and they're the same temperature and I got confused. And I don't know the difference. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sandler's recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he say he used? 11. That's right. You might not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? I don't know! I'm begging you to get it together!
Get it? I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time for some dog jokes.
I'm panicking. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that energy, so where does it come from? Small town where big dreams are born. This is your shot, and you're not gonna miss it. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling?
Oh, what? Don't make me get the spray bottle.
Is this the end? Yep, game over. What? I failed. Well, I meant to do the other option. Yeah, it's a mulligan. I don't know. Some of them I don't know if they said the answer and I just didn't pay attention earlier.
That's right.
Oh wait, that's right.
Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you.
We had 11 spices. What state of mind? What did I say last time? I don't remember what I said last time. Oh, I don't know. The sound of success? It's silent? Okay. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Ever. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. And he's on a horse. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to fill a traditional... What? What were you thinking? Get your mind back into the competition. You're stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. I know, right?
You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind.
Sorry, I forgot the question. What the fuck? Just you and Colonel Sanders doing this, doing that, and that. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits?
Woof, woof.
You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps.
Yikes!
I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Ever does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going these. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Ever, no! But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult.
Everyone, stop what you're doing right now!
The battle's over! It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish.
Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on.
Oh, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish, ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default.
No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Ever's injury.
You see, Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish.
But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared?
Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Effort to the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away and revealing the ingredients hidden within. God damn! Inside you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry jelly. Jelly. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his fingers in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. I'm gonna internalize my rage. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The fuck? The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. Colonel Sanders, he's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. Fine, can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fire. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. You think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school. Incredibly handsome, successful. Well, handsome, sure, I was born. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a... I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money could deter me from the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world, make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night right before you prepare for the worst, is the Spork Monster! Borko? I don't remember his voice. It is I! I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Oh, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there's no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to the school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook? Precisely! I procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear, I'll be there. It sounds like there's some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Ever. Together, I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. He's even got a chicken. Okay. No. I see our chicken. Returnal, are we winning? We've already had our second game over of the night. So, yes, we're winning. Wow. Hey, the first game over was literally the very first question the game even asked. So, that. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy, or something crispy? Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him? Or keep it a secret just for you? I've got to reveal it. I want to reveal it. We're trying to earn his love and stuff. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. No, I'm revealing my own secrets. I'm not telling somebody else's secrets. We had that option earlier. We could have told his secret. Didn't. Instead, we lied. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. That was the special dish, guys. It's tasty. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Chicken. I actually really like their coleslaw. I like it cold though, like the next day type cold. Like bring it home and you put it in the fridge and then eat it. Most coleslaw does suck, and if you get too much of the juice, it sucks. It's got to be like the right balance. And I only like it certain times. Like, I don't just want to eat coleslaw usually. So it's a very situational dish for me. But if I have to have it, I want KFC's. I won't lie. I won't eat it anywhere else. So, I don't blame you for not liking it. I know that was like a long spiel about coleslaw. This whole game's just a fucking long spiel about KFC, so... You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." You don't remember the last time you ate KFC? Yeah. I get in the mood to have it. It's not in town here though, so we only get it if we're half an hour away. A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of '69? No. It's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's... A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color. It's actually made of spun silver. That door just opened, didn't it? I swear it just opened. You take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders, standing with a friend. They hold... No, they don't. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. But they're not! You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Inconsistency. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt? Maybe this is where he discovered one of the secret herbs and spices? Wait, now outside's glowing. What? Oh my god. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. No, he doesn't. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumsticks that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Fuck. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. I like to eat, I like to have raw chicken. Thank you. It's delicious. It's the best kind of chicken. Oh, there's sashimi now. Okay, I'll have chicken sashimi. Are you thinking about heading into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you?
I could just tell him my name right now.
Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and the ghost of student is swept out with the breeze. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket's a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. I would do that. I would put on, if I liked the guy and I had access to one of his jackets, I would put it on. That would be my jacket now. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it looks good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off. Oh shit, should we make a move? Should we make a move on our Colonel? Aw, my heart's with Colonel Sanders. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is up with this time traveling nerd. Or, actually, maybe I should tell him the truth. Maybe I should tell him the truth. Honesty is a big deal. I think I should do that. You confess. Oh! I think I've developed feelings for you. Honesty is the foundation of any... Right? I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Ever? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! You wake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. The corgi on a chicken sweet bowl. I love the corgi. I really do. I think that's adorable. Oh. You haven't been here when I voiced the corgi, have you? Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Blah, blah. In some jurisdictions, blah blah isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. Sorry. No. I'm not eating chicken for breakfast. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous! My taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Ooh! I kind of want to take him down a peg, though. Honestly, I kind of do. I think I'm going to. It's good, but my mom made better. I have to! You can't get too cocky. You gotta keep them in their place. Colonel Sanders' expression grows serious. Did your little jab land too hard? Colonel, I know what you're going to say. I need to be better if I'm going to leave my mark on this world. Oh god, a single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. Time to become fried chicken god. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you.
Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you.
It's okay,
But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam.
Sure, but
you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date.
I think I can believe that.
Since I've been partnered up with Pop, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him, you better harness those wild horses, young man. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little guy. Long story short, he took me to his favorite shush house, but things quickly spiraled out of control.
Did she just say shush house? As if that's a thing people just say? What is that even referring to?
And now I'm not really sure where we stand.
You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. Miriam's great. I like Miriam. And I went on date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him.
You what?
Nothing happened, but the emotional connection? Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from the whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. Being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong. You don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go to your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop.
What's a swirly? It sounds delicious.
Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away.
I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat.
You can get your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest guy at the school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school. But who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You got some nerve, Ever, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse? Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You add your... I started reading. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I don't like Ashley, honestly. I'll never give up. Ever. Hey, I said my name. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Ever, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday, I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel? Yeah, why the fuck did we insult him? Why would we open our mouth and fucking say that shit? I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine food. See you inside, ever. Jealousy is a bad look ever. I know, but it's so hard not to be jealous sometimes. It really is. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, what's that book? It looks like bad news. Just something I found laying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like, anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Don't do it! You're not gonna cast the fucking memory forgetting spell. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement.
I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of.
His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. I couldn't think of a voice when I did the dog, and that's the only other voice I know. And I didn't realize how much the dog was gonna talk when I chose it, but at least that one doesn't hurt. Dog should be gruff and firm and manly. It's a corgi, it's a little dog. If it was a big dog... Ooh, big dog, blah, blah. But he's not, he's a little dog. He's a little dog, so he's gonna squeak. Though it would be better if he was a chihuahua, honestly. It'd be like Captain Holt. Oh, I can't remember how he sounds, but I know who you're talking about. Reach for some old homework to give him as a snack. I want to wait and see what happens. Sprinkle stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence! I told you never to come back here!
Terrence! I will destroy you! Terrence!
Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. I also didn't know it was a boy. I didn't know it was a boy when I started squeaking, either. You like the deep voice more? Ah, the deep voice hurts me, though. I have a very middle of the road, not much range voice. Except for the squeak gremlin. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You like it? You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again! I can't do it! I can't do it! It makes me laugh, though. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone.
Ahem! I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Ever, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom.
You see... But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by a sad whimpering coming from the back of the room. Sprinkles is a good boy, even with his squeaky voice, right?
I told you to save it for after class.
But I miss you.
We went on one date, Pop. And how can you miss me when I'm right here?
Pop's voice quivers as he pleads his case to Miriam. Every time I blink, you go away again. Oh, that's a really cute thing to say. Miriam, what happened between you and Pop? I got her into trouble and now she's mad at me.
I didn't just get in trouble. I got yelled at by Pop's mother, who blames me for getting him banned from every museum we step foot in.
Oh, so that's what you meant by shush house.
Pop, we went on one date. We're over.
And it meant so much to me that I made this for you. Too hurt to go on arguing, Pop leaves his, creation behind and runs out of the room. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school.
Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam, team. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Last test time approaches. See you all in the arena.
But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a prep talk. Hey, Miriam? Are you okay?
Okay? I'm so mad! I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone?
Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure. Do you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy? I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way.
You're not gonna settle up on Colonel Stunder's stallion and ride off into the sunset without me.
Of course not. Well, maybe sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you met today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks.
I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup.
And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were prep talking, Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van the supposed Man-Man and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Ever's famous chicken pot pie. Did you know I've never actually had chicken pot pie? After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cramp session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Ever? What are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires. But that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Fess up. I gotta fess up. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know. My nose. Pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Huh. No, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of tea. But it'll probably start burning any second if it's out. The moment of truth. Wow. Oh wait, wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules.
There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got.
Pranos marathon win? That's a show, yeah? Because I've never seen it. Also, hi, Wumbly. Yeah, I've never seen it. I have no clue what the fuck it's about. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Secret coleslaw win. Well, we made coleslaw at his house, remember? We don't need to make it again. We've already made it for someone. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe are fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg whites! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty bitty, I said pity, pot of broth.
Best fried Bester Blaster!
Van Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roll. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. A shallow personality spatula. Even Clank gets in on it.
5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique.
Wait, when did Crank learn to speak the English language? It's the singularity as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen or the Appliance Uprising will take us all.
Self-destruct.
Van Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. What the fuck? That's cheating! They just kicked out one of the contestants! Cheater. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Ashley's a little fucking hoe bag, I'm sorry. Though I really do like her top. She's just evil. We're doing it the hard way. If we're winning right. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I just noticed her knife. Damn it. Why is the game not locked? Look at that. She's got a fucking little heart chain on the end of her knife. I love it. Love it. It's beautiful. I'm gonna do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Ever. Miriam notices too.
And I've always believed in you, Ever, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever.
You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking?
Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you.
Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles.
It's the secret ingredient.
However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? Also, why were we making noodles? Oh, macaroni. Okay. The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes.
It is I, Steve the Spork Monster.
Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you?
We Spork Monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you had conjured Steve and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impressed me. Mind if I hang out?
I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, the Spork Monster, notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station.
I see what you're up to. Crisscross the magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh?
Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water?
I'd love to, but I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country.
You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition.
I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I'd fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up...
You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint.
Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck!
Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Give up and drop out. We've gone through all of this. It's time to give up, guys. It's time to give up. We're gonna summon our power from deep down. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for...
Yes, Ever. You are the chosen one. You will avenge me.
The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue.
Sorry.
My heart is pure, my hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off of the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Ever. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel DeSanders decides that you've earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up. So you're gonna need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. The guitar is straight shutting. Can't words anymore. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual effort. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect?
Time's up, students!
With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for.
You must now prepare to present your dishes.
A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete.
It seems we're missing some students. Hop? Plank?
From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying! Sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there.
Miriam, would you mind?
Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants.
Pop, get down from there right now!
Let me guess. Did Van Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? Dating KFC cat? There's no cats involved, but yeah, dating KFC. I thought a wedgie was a salad.
It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing he didn't cook anything.
I can't feel my legs. May I be excused?
Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Plank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to?
You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's nothing.
Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Also, hi, Bongo.
Wow, 3 whole days long.
But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish.
I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup.
My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto maki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl?
Yes, Chef.
Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name.
Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl.
Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine. I'll enjoy it all by myself.
And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup.
A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours.
Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Ever, for helping me to believe in myself.
Van Van, you're up. Now describe your dish.
I made uni over smooth egg custard and axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar.
Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin?
That's spring.
A bit much, don't you think?
That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close enough on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. I wouldn't eat it after he killed the last kid. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles gulls all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded.
Ouch, my tongue!
The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting.
I can't eat this! It keeps poking my tongue! Disqualified!
A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles would make it difficult to eat? Dejected Van Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified? For glamour?
Don't discount simplicity!
This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk.
I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student! Ashley, it's time to set up!
She's still... Oh, wait, that's her skirt! Or sock has that on it. The chicken thighs are on her sock. They're not just chicken thighs shoved in there.
Now describe your dish!
I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass.
That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food? At a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something ever? I told you, it's a display piece.
Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school.
Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I mean, she's kind of got a point, you know. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral.
If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified.
Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you! With that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either.
If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself.
You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together.
2 chefs?
What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. I'm sorry, but no. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays.
Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass.
Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance, like the Van Van. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. Colonel Fried Chicken God. I'm sorry. I really don't like the idea of fried chicken in my mac and cheese. I'm sure it could be good. I'm sure it could be. But I'm one of those, I don't like anything touching my mac and cheese. I'm also extremely picky about my mac and cheese, though. Cafeteria has been completely rejeculated? That's a new word. Completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation ceremony dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy.
DJ Dog is in the house! Woo woo!
You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Oh, okay, I like her shirt. I like her shirt. Okay, if it was long. I don't like crop tops, but I like her shirt. And her shorts, while realistic, are fucking stupid. I'm sorry. Post turkey sandwich is literally turkey. Mac and cheese, stuffing, and mashed potatoes. Oh, so we only ever had mac and cheese at Thanksgiving once. And that was because my sister came. Otherwise, we don't eat mac and cheese at Thanksgiving. Van Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting.
No ghosts allowed at graduation is clearly written in the school's bylaws.
I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me.
Oh, amusing.
And now that everyone is together...
It's the Spork Monster. He's totally mellowed out.
Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster.
I think every time he's shown up, his voice changed. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone's too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop! He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for a good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat a crown?
Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean.
Oh, now I get it. Oh, look, he's missing a button. Button.
And we get a new wing on the school. Not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such.
Miriam, will you be my lady king? What an incredible turn of events. An offer to join the royal family? It's like a dream come true. You'll get to be a princess. Or maybe a queen? I'm not sure if he even knows, but either way, crowns and gowns, baby.
I'm sorry, Pop, but I'm not interested. Not now, at least. I've got so much to do with my life.
A twist on a twist. So many more 3-day universities to attend. So many tiny foods to meticulously sculpt and then watch get accidentally blown away by a single sneeze. Okie dokie. The music of the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who arrived late to the dance.
Now that I've graduated, I can reveal my truth.
Oh, he's still doing the talking thing!
I am Clank and I'm not of this earth. I'm actually from a faraway planet in another dimension.
What? What?
I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return.
I like that he got a voice. I like that he got a voice. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he's come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not go out and buy my chicken. The end? So, did we end up with him or not? No, that's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner. Oh, there we go, there we go.
Also, thank you so much, Vanilla.
Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Ever? What are you doing sitting here all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Dance with me? Yes, I would love to. I wish I gave you the option, though. You could say no right there. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be glad to spend it together with you, Ever. How sweet! We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? Oh. No, thank you. I like my hat too. I think it's quite fun. I don't really believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path? Could it be? Oh no! You found a love connection, but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Ever, I'm sure you'll find your place. Along the way, have me by your side. So I kind of got him, but he doesn't want to work with me. I did get him, but he does not want to work with me. Oh shit. Well, I guess we get to watch this one more time. And ironically, you also got that ending. Ah! Okay, I can turn this back up. The fucking intro is so ridiculously loud. But there we go! For Thanksgiving, we dated the chicken man. I will say my throat kind of hurts from that, but I had a good time. And after last night, this was a short stream, but you know what? I don't care. I had fun. That's what mattered. Oh, I love this. I don't want to actually play it for the other endings, but I might look them up on my own time. I might. God damn, my throat. Oh, let's see. Today's Thursday. Today's Thursday. Okay, that means tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, which normally would be a good day, but for me it's not a good day. That's okay. I'm gonna try and stream one of the days this weekend, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I'm not sure which one yet. It has to do with how I'm feeling after we get out of work at our store. But it will be one of those days. I will be going back, probably back to World. Probably do another World. We've got plenty of time to, fuck are you? We have plenty of time to... What was I saying? We have plenty of time to finish World, though. So, if something catches my eye, I might switch it up, but I think we're going... I've been enjoying it a lot, and I kind of want to keep going, finish it. Whole month and a whole week. That's plenty of time. We have plenty of time. Especially if I do 5-hour streams. Okay, that was rare. They're closer to 4, but still, plenty of time. Wow. There's like nobody on tonight. What the hell? Let's see if there's anybody on in here. There's really none of my siblings are on. What? That's rare. Oh, wait, Zay's on. I'm gonna send you guys to Zay, because Zay keeps coming to see us. We're gonna just go to Zay. And you can tell him all about your food. Or whatever you did for today. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. But if you do go there, if you talk to him, make sure you give him shit. But only if you talk. Only if you talk. Make sure. Pick on his height or something, you know? Pick on his height. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm glad we semi got the kernel. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for hanging out with me. If you celebrated the holiday, I hope you had a good day. If you don't celebrate the holiday or didn't get to this year, I hope you just had a good day in general. And it's almost the weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Until next time. Goodbye!